June 18. The 18 represents the moon card. The moon. Things that are not so clear. Because when you look at the moon, on a full moon, you don't really see what's behind that moon, correct? But you are wondering. But yet, we go through life searching for that answer, searching for answers. That's pretty much it. We always go through life searching for answers. And I love my spirit guides. I love them. And it's funny because, okay, back up. Back up, he says. Back up. Okay. Two things. A hermit is the number 9 on the tarot cards. 9. And he's always looking. He's looking. He's looking through, look. He's looking through mountains, through snow, through anything. As he lights up his path, thank you, as he lights up his path, he's humped. You see the hump behind it? Trying to find the meaning of life. Everybody goes through that. Everybody gets to a point in their life and they said, what is life to me? Really, what? Everybody. I mean, at the beginning when someone is in their 20s, they're just young and fun. And that also has to do with if you're an old soul or a young soul. In my case, I'm an old soul because they already showed me that. And a person knows they're an old soul because they go back, they go in, really in, up to a point in their lives between 45 starts that. And you're like, what is the meaning of this? I have done this. I have traveled. I have bought this property. I have learned that lesson. I have done that lesson. I have been with over 30 women. Oh my God. Not me. Thank you. No, thank you. But yet I'm still not finding that silver lining. And it's funny because that was revealed to me last night. And I said, oh my God, it's being in front of our noses. Well, your nose, not my nose, the whole time. So, and this goes really personal. Not that I'm going to say names or anything like that. When I was talking to this guy, not a boy, not a man, a guy. There's levels right there, if you pay attention. And he's still in a mess. But as I ask his name, all the letters add up to a number 9. And I said to him, you are, every time you present yourself, every time you think of you, because of the letters of your name, it's like you walking around with a number 9 around your head, right on your head, right above your head. This is who I am. I'm searching. And that was like a light bulb moment to him, like, oh my God, no one has gone, and you just met me, freaking, he just said, you just met me, we just met. Well, we didn't just met, we just started interacting. It was like, my neighbor, he saw me about 2 weeks ago, and he says, I'm going to find you a boyfriend. I said, don't even go there, cowboy. Don't even go there. You don't do that with me. And he says, I'm going to find you a boyfriend. So he invited his best friend, thinking that we will hit it off. I have learned to observe a person, listen to them, look at the points on someone, and like they said, immediately take the onion apart. Where am I going with this? When you're walking around with a 9 over your head, pay attention to your name. The letters have a number. I always pronounce my name, everybody pronounce it Lorena. Loreina. And I said, wait a minute, that's a 33. That is a 33. And 33 goes back to Jesus. Deep. I went deep into my name. Deep. Not only that my first name, Lorena, Lorena, is an 11, and I always open doors for people. Not physically, but mentally. I open when they meet me, they go into it takes them a while to kind of say, okay, I need a space so I can think all the stuff you just kind of gave me. So when you present yourself to someone, you need to pay attention to that number you are. And here's the one that they showed me last night. And this goes a little personal, not so much. On that time when they showed me this man, and then there was the two women, the one with the black hair, with the Rivers. I figured that one already. The Rivers. The last name always tells you what you're supposed to take the journey on life. Mine is Korea, and Korea represents a belt. Tighten your belt, put your pins up, and especially an emperor, April, okay? So when you take a last name apart on someone, however you want to take it, however it sounds, like a bow. Bow is pointing in a direction, and then what? And then what? And then what happens to that direction? More lessons, more going deep. So when they show me that with these two women, and the one with the black hair said, hello, lover boy. And I'm like, boy? He's not a boy. Oh, he's a lover boy. 2 words, a lover and a boy. And if you look at all the presentations you have done, you always show your picture when you were a boy. And if you look at that presentation where you have the black sweater, someone in the crowd says, there you go, boy. Go into the feeling of what you felt. Did you felt acknowledgement? What you've been lacking? From someone that has not been in your life, but yet you're trying to find that answer, to find that acknowledgement, to find that, like when the father sees the son grow up, and he says to the son, there you go, boy. There you go, boy. I am proud of you. Go back into that video. Go back into that moment and feel and try to recall what you felt. Look at the picture. Look at your face. Look at your reaction. Look how you felt. Because there's an expression there, and their smile is so big, so huge, that you felt. That smile you have not gotten for a long time. You have not gotten that smile for close to almost 9 years. Pay attention to those details. When you pay attention to those little details, you find answers to the boy that is still hurting inside of you. And you're still searching for answers as a lover. Because the two women, especially the one with the black hair, she said, "Hello, lover boy." Well, that's your next lesson. And am I allowed to? Go easy on him, he says. Ouch! Go easy on him. Hold on a second. Wait. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. How do I put this? In a way that will give you the light bulb. Okay, got it. Thank you. Oh, God. That's when I get all this information coming in. Every woman has taken from you and taken. I have lost a lot of money. A lot of money. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about 10,000. I'm not talking about $72,000 only, okay? Let me just and I have not lost that either. So yeah, it was exactly $72,000. They showed it to me on a dream. Rewind. Oh, yes. Oh, the lessons has always been with everyone, that you literally go beyond your ways of spending and giving to try to find that. There you go, boy. There you go. When you look at this card, if you look very careful at the smoke, the person has black eyes, like completely not really seeing clear. She's sitting, this is a witch tarot. This tarot like this. It's called the witch tarot. And this is the hermit as well. This one in here, she's going in, try to find answers. There's an owl up here. There's a whole bunch of figurines in here. But look at the smoke. You can look it up online. Every woman has always, look at the pattern. Because I have seen it. They have showed it to me. And I have not been close to you in a way, but yet it's like I'm observing the whole entire video of your life. And I'm getting the answers. But you're not. That's the smoke right there. Because you're looking back. You're trying to find that gap, thank you, that you're missing from when you were a child to now when you're a man. When you're a man now, trying to find that gap. And that video, when that woman said that, there you go, boy. The way she said it and the way you felt. It's like, oh my God, there's his smile again. There is that feeling of accomplishment. There was the feeling right there. That smile. That when you lower your head and that smile. And that goes back to your father. The answer is not being on the woman. The answer is being you. You being looking for that answer amongst women, thinking that they're going to bring you the happiness. Oh my, just tengo. It has not been on the women. The answer is being on the missing gap of not having your father. And the connection that now you have with your son, with your only son. That's how you're going to heal. That's how you're going to have that fulfillment inside of you. And all of these years of money you threw away to all these women. And the next one, pay attention, because the last name will tell you what the lesson or what this person is about. That is rivers. That is a river. Rios represents rivers. And that will be a river of emotions. And I don't want to give you the end of the movie. But if you look at the pattern of all of the other ones, they all just want to take and take and take money. Keep feeding me. Keep paying all my bills. Keep taking all, and especially him, the other guy. You know who I'm talking about. The partnership. It's all being about partnerships. That's what it's being about. Partnerships. It doesn't have to be a partner, husband and wife. It's the partnerships. Pay attention to all of that. Because I know he was a dick. And then on that dream that I saw 2 years ago, you said, I'm a bigger dick than you. And that's when you ended that partnership. Something happened in there. Because when you opened the door and you said, there's the door, don't let it hit you on the way out. And as I was seeing that, I was seeing you with a bigger dick, and you said, here, my dick is bigger than yours, you a-hole. And you were pointing the door out to him. That partnership. This new partnership, be very worried. Be very, because they already show me. You will go through this mountain and slide right back down again. When you think you're way up at the top, something she's going to do to you. Something. I haven't seen that yet, but the only thing is that you will keep paddling and paddling and paddling in a tricycle, going to try to go back up to the top of the mountain, and you couldn't. You couldn't. It was just like swimming against the current. Like it was a river. Yeah, pretty much. It was like a river coming on the mountain, and you kept swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming up the mountain to try to achieve monetary security again. And you couldn't. You couldn't. It was something, that part I didn't see. It was something in there that was blocking you from it. You need to figure that out. I've been giving you the answer to a lot of freaking tests. I have helped you a lot. I have given you the answers to so many tests. And I kept on saying, God, my spirit guides, I said, and they said, just go along with it. Eventually you will get it. And I said, okay, I go along with it, because they have shown me so much about your life. So much about your life. And things that this is really personal. Extremely personal. I have even seen you when you have sex with Amy. I have seen when you were in that barn, when you bought that barn, and you placed up on Carolinas, and then you were walking towards that barn, and then there was a big bell in there, wrapped up, and then your boy, it was behind you on overalls, and I was like so cute. I'm like, oh my God, that is so cute. That little boy is your, it should be your eyes, your soul, your heart. That's what you should put all of your effort into. That boy and your daughter, the first daughter. Aim, which spells backwards, Mia. Because I will delete all the stuff eventually, don't worry. Because of if you don't pay attention to her, she's gonna be pregnant. And then you have another boy that you have to raise simultaneously to raising your own boy, because she will not have this clear mind to raise another boy. But at that point, you don't have an option because it's her child. And into she doesn't mature when I'm trying to prevent you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to prevent you from more mistakes in your life that it keeps costing you money and costing you money. And if you pay attention to your natal chart, your Mars is on the second house, which is Taurus, and it represents money. Money. That's what your whole life is being. This life is just focused on money, achieving that milestone, that huge milestone. But yet every person keeps taking you down from those milestones. One way or another. One way or another. Each one of them. Because you keep looking for the answer, that smile, that, here we go, boy, at the wrong locations, at the wrong places, with the wrong people. You keep looking for answers, that happiness that is on that video. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. Because instead of going forward and going up the mountain, you're going to slide right back down. Because of that. It was like I wouldn't say it was like a river, but it was like a mud. It was like a mud. When a river becomes mud, exactly, thank you very much. When a river becomes sort of like a mud, and there's so much water coming in, so much, water represents emotions, water represents feelings, water represents, what do I do with this? Be careful. Be careful, that's all I can say to you. Because you may invest a lot, and you'll be back 9 years again into the future, just like what you just ended with Amy. I mean, it was a relationship that you couldn't wait until you get out of that relationship. And you invested so much, acquired so much together. I mean, she figured it out a way to put the freaking rope around your neck with the kids. Like, literally, she tied this, those collar things with for the dogs, that it has those pokey things on them. And she kept it really tight for a dog. And you couldn't breathe. Pay attention. The lesson gets worse. It gets stronger and worse with every person until you figure it out. Until you figure it out, and you're like, oh my God, why I didn't see this before? How much money would have saved me? How much aggravation? How much pain in my heart? How would have saved me? There you go. Namaste.